So today I'm going to be having a look at a very unique product from eVGA. This is the eVGA GTX 275 Co-op, but stay tuned, there's more, PhysX. Okay, so normally eVGA uses their co-op branding to mean that there are two GPUs, but unlike the last time with the GTX 295 co-op, they are not the same GPU. This card, besides including Batman Arkham Asylum, which is a very cool value add because it's a pretty sweet game that I really enjoyed, it has two completely different GPUs on it. It has one GTX 275, okay, and then it has one GTS 250 for PhysX. So I'm not sure if you can read that right there. So it has a dedicated GTS 260 for PhysX support. That means the card in total has 1280 megs of RAM on it, which is a very strange amount, but that's the 896 for the GTX 275, and then the rest of it is actually dedicated to the GTS 250. So let's see what we have inside here in terms of accessories and whatnot. So I'm just gonna aim the camera down kind of like so you can sort of see what's going on here. Okay, first thing we've got is a, oh wow, I'm not going to show you guys that, is a graphics card installation guide. So that should be a guide on how to install your graphics card. It explains PCI Express versus AGP, how to install your driver, okay, thank you. Oh, actually, no, I saw something in there that was relevant. Where is it? Ah, right. Nope, no, not relevant. Never mind. Okay, then we have the quick start guide for the GeForce GTX 275 Co-op PhysX. I'm guessing they are going to explain to you, insert the graphics card in the PCI Express if you're only installing one GeForce. No, there's not really a whole lot going on there either. Okay. Next is the driver installation CD. Don't use that, throw it away. Download the latest off NVIDIA.com. Okay, this is the Batman Arkham Asylum coupon code. Do not try and read the code. I covered it up this time. That's right. Someone got my code for EverQuest 2 off one of my other unboxings, the Killer Xeno Pro. But not this time! Okay, so in terms of accessories in here, we got their little SPDIF pass-through cable, ground and SPDIF. Those are the two connectors that are on it. You can't really read that, that's okay. Then we have a PCI Express, we have two PCI Express 6-pin to one PCI Express 8-pin adapter. Then we have a 2 Molex to one PCI Express 6-pin adapter. We've got a DVI to VGA adapter. We have a sticker to case adapter, a sticker. Okay, then we have a DVI to HDMI adapter. That pretty much does it in terms of accessories. Then we have a cool little eVGA cutout thing. It's like the shape of the card. I really like this, I don't know why. And then we have the card itself. This is a big card, actually. I was not really expecting this, and I can't explain why, because I should have expected it. Because this card has two GPUs on it. So it's not exactly rocket science that it would be a little bit on the big side. Okay, so wow, that is a heck of a fan. So why don't we start with the, wow, where do you start on a card like this? Okay, why don't we start on the front? That is the Joker, okay? And that is a padded wall that the Joker presumably resides inside. This is about an 80mm looking fan that has a very aggressive shape to the blades here. So you can see that it's designed for static pressure. They're really gonna work hard to push air through those fins inside there. I'm not really sure if you're gonna be able to see that, but that's okay. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see through the fins there. And then there is also a fin structure on the other side for the other GPU, which you are not going to be able to see through for sure because it lines up with these slots and it's just one more obstruction. Okay, so up at the top we have two SLI connectors, so that means you can run it with another 275 in SLI and then use your dedicated GTS 250 for PhysX, presumably. If someone corrects me, then I will be wrong and they will be right. Okay, up at the top, it's got our little branding sticker here with your GTX 275 Co-op PhysX. You got one 8-pin and one 6-pin power connector, so that is more than a normal 275 would have. On the back, you can clearly see where the two GPUs are located. There is one right, oh, where are they? It looks like there's one right here and one right here, and this one has a heat pipe coming off of it, so I'm gonna guess that's the 275. And this one, I'm kind of guessing there's one based on all the traces that are there, and based on the fact that I can kind of see it here, would be the 250. This is presumably covering some memory for the 250, but I'm again totally guessing here. Let's have a look at the back where we have two DVI connectors, and then we have a slot for the case air to be exhausted out once it's cooled off the GPU at the back. This is a standard PCI Express 16X slot, so you don't need any kind of special SLI motherboard or any kind of special features in your computer other than a PCI Express 16X slot in order to support this card. At the back here, you can see more cooling fins. Oh, that would have been a way better way to show you that. So you can see right through the card there, and that is where the cooling air from this GPU is going to go. Now, I'm going to assume there's some kind of heat pipe. It's really hard to sort of see anything on this card because it's shrouded so well, but I think that pretty much concludes it. The main point is that Batman Arkham Asylum, the game that comes with it, takes advantage of physics really well. I've actually got a couple GTX 260s in my own PC, and using the physics versus not using physics made a huge difference to my game performance. Thank you for checking out my unboxing and first look at the GTX 275 Co-op Edition.